It is Sunday the 5th of Feb. We are performing at the Ding Dong Gong show in the Vauxhall Comedy Club. This is the first time I'm doing one of these. A bit nervous. I feel like maybe, for the amount of gigs that I've done and the way that people do sort of do their journey in terms of comedy, I'm probably a little bit behind on the eight ball, because a lot of people I know, pretty much everyone that has done comedy at this level has already done one, and I haven't. And I was quite safe last year, and this year is when I'm going to start putting myself out there. So this is the first time. I don't really know what to expect. Obviously, I would like to make the full 5 minutes, but hopefully, if that doesn't happen, it will not crush me. But we'll see. I think it's one of those things where it's a rite of passage. You got to go through it. Hopefully there'll be a good audience, a big audience. I think that's usually why you do these big gong shows, and we'll actually see if the jokes work. I'm really tempted to, because on Friday my new bit I feel like was going really well. It's really easy for me to go, oh, let's try that. But part of I guess part of trying to be a comedian is having consistency, and I need to have material that is tried and tested and actually work, and I can do it again and again and again and pull it out and do new material when I can, because at some point those are the things where, when I'm doing bigger shows and get paid for it, you want to do the stuff that works instead of the things that you're trying. So we'll see how it goes. This might be a long pod or a short pod. We'll see. I've just come to Vauxhall and I'm about to get to the Vauxhall Comedy Club, and I am nervous. I just want to do a quick check-in. I feel about as nervous as maybe, you can't even talk. I feel about as nervous as when I did my comedy showcase, almost, to a degree. Because I did this bit at a competition, so this is supposed to be my solid 5 minutes that I do well in. I did a competition a couple of weeks back, and it couldn't have gone worse. And I'm like, well, if that happens here, then what the fuck do I do with that 5 minutes? Because in the little, on the circuit that I'm doing, it seems to be working, but man, I'm having a bit of a panic attack. Well, not a panic attack, it's a bit over dramatic, but certainly not usually the cool kind of guy that I want to be. Oh dear. Yeah, bubble.
To be honest, I'm taking that choice of song as a bit personal. This is actually my first Gong show, so I'm a little bit nervous, I'll be honest, but the structure panels make it a little bit harder. I mean, by the looks of these guys, I feel like I'm less getting judged for my comedy, more up for auction. We'll still go to the highest bidder, okay? Especially you, handsome. Does anyone know what the census is? No one? Yeah. Well, for anyone that doesn't know, so it helps my bit. For anyone that doesn't know, the census is a survey the government put out every 10 years on behalf of the Illuminati. Right? Don't look at me like that, you round workers. Did you know, right? I don't understand people that do surveys, right? They're kind of like the people that do online surveys on things like cheese, or like TripAdvisor on cemeteries, I don't know, like, did you know that if you don't do the census, you can get in trouble with the police? Which obviously come from the streets. I don't care about that, do you know what I'm saying? About that, It's not believable, but that's not the reason why I don't like the census, right? The reason I don't like it is because of the options other or prefer not to say. I'm a Scorpio, I prefer to say, right? But with the ethnicity section, there's no option for me. I'm half Kenyan, quarter Irish, quarter Bangladeshi, which obviously means I'm a member of the EDL here. I was going to say it means I'm 100% smelly. But obviously you'd agree with that, you fuck. No, No, but I mean, like, it's like the census is kind of like a weird version, some messed up version of like ethnicity, deal or no deal, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting offered like mixed other, and I'm feeling like, oh, I'll take it because we still got white and Asian still on the board. You know? I feel like the census is going on like a really bad first date. Like, can you imagine going out on a date with census? I can imagine it, right? You know, day comes, feeling nervous. You do what most guys do when you get nervous for a first date, you know, have a good wank. You know, you got to know if you like them, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So I see her over there and I'm like, ooh. I go over, introduce myself, see her name, Census. Ooh, that's a lovely name. What is it, Greek? I tell her my name, where I'm from, and then all that comes after is question after question after question. I felt like I was in a police interrogation again. You know, they asked me some really weird questions like, what religion are you? Believer, obviously, who is at these days. I am young, look at this t-shirt. You know, the day goes on, and I try and press her and answer all the questions, and I think, oh, let's do the gentlemanly thing. So I put an envelope on and I take her home, you know what I'm saying? We go for a walk, and we actually went out in my local area, right? So, you know, I was showing her that's where I went to school. That was where I had my first kiss. Strange old man. That was the place a man got set on fire. Made Holloway Road voted the most dangerous street in the UK. Good times. So I let her on her way, you know, and I'm like, oof, fingers crossed. Hopefully I hear back. And then hear anything. And you think to yourself, did I say too much? Did I have a share? Did I say the wrong thing? Why am I getting blanked by census? But you know, Philip's go for his wife sort of said anything. You have to move on when no one's interested. So great. But guess what happened? 10 years later, guess who's at my door? That bitch census. With the persistence of Jehovah's Witness. She hadn't changed, she had all the same questions, you know what I mean? Actually, ripped up and said, get out of my house! A couple of days later, knock, 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 who's at the door? It's the police! Nah, no, it's a shit joke. I actually did a bit of research on that shit joke, sound that stupid, you know? And apparently, the government do the census because they want to get a snapshot of today's society. That's what we think.
Well done, Chris. I never thought I'd say that my favourite part of the set was when you called me a slave auctioneer.
You look like it.
Yeah, thank you. But then I was like, haha, funny joke. It's like a slave auction. But then some dude actually did say something kind of fucking racist, and I was like, oh no, maybe it is. This does feel fucking uncomfortable. But I was very impressed, man. It's the first Gong show, right?
Yeah, very first.
Yeah, you're very calm. You're very calm demeanor, and like, was you had some people shouting shit. Yeah. They shouted some stuff at you, and you dealt with it very well. It was very funny. So well done. How long have you been going, Chris?
About 10 months.
10 months. Nice. Yeah, that was very good. Adam, what did you like?
I thought that was great, man. Right, so you came in, you dealt with the room, saying how pasty white we were, which kind of made Paddy and I a bit sad. But you know, Luke loved it because he hates himself. But that was really good. You dealt with an actual racist as well.
It's not my first time.
I barely broke stride. Like, well done on that as well. I shouldn't really ask this, but kind of felt like you were building up to a massive census-based punchline. Like,
I don't know how good it was, but
and then this guy just played music saying you won.
But 20 minutes if the joke is 20 minutes long.
You want to hear it? Do you want to hear the punchline?
Yeah, can we hear the punchline?
You better be fucking good after 2 minutes of setup. Just a word to the dog holders, if there's a minute of silence, put it up.
Will it exclude me from winning? No?
No, you're through now.
Yeah, well, so apparently waiting the government to do the census because they want to get a snapshot of today's society, which kind of got me thinking. If they wanted a snapshot of that, they should have just taken a snapshot of my asshole. You know, because like it's mostly fucked, but actually works most of the time.
Well done, Lee. I'm so sorry for slagging you off there. No, that was good, man. Keep that up. Well done.
Paddy, were you?
I thought it was really good. I'm not going to give actual advice, which I'm loath to do because I'm here. It would be, yeah, if you're going to do a Gong, you just want to make sure it's like punchy all the way through. But other than that, I thought it was great.
Appreciate it, thank you very much.
Sorry, that joke fucking killed me.
So I've just finished my set, just about to go out for a little smoke. That went about as good as I could have fucking hoped. I was really, really nervous beforehand, as you can tell, and as it was going on, man, I was like, oh, you know, I really, really, really wanted to pass. And then a few people went on, and there was one person in particular, if I'm being honest, like, it seemed like he forgot a lot of his jokes, and no one put a gong up. So it kind of almost put me at ease, thinking, well, I don't know if I can get through or not, but you know, my stuff is a bit more kind of put together a bit better, so hopefully it passes. But also then if I don't pass on something like this, it would be fucking absolute devastation and dire. But we got through. Good feedback as well. I know it's not the best bit, and it's probably not the punchiest bit for like a Gong show, like you said, but over the fucking moon. Over the fucking moon. Got that heckler there, he said something to me and I responded, and I think they really loved what I was doing, so big time plays make big time plays. When I get nervous, this happens, man. I'm just, yeah, couldn't be happier. Yeah. Next one is King Gong in March 27th, so got to build to that one, but happy with that, and on to the next one.